Welcome back to Sister to Sister Chat. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Denise.
And we are sisters. On this topic today, we will be talking about why is dating so hard nowadays. Yeah, let's get into it. So what we notice is just like dating is harder and harder nowadays. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's so hard to find your true soulmate, the love of your life.
Yeah.
And we just want it to be easy.
Yeah.
It's just not easy. I mean, there's so much you got to go through. There's blind dates. There's dating apps. Mm-hmm. There's so many dating apps. There's Tinder. But stay away from that one.
Yeah.
Stay away from that one.
Yeah. There's not a good one.
There's Bumble. There's Hinge.
Yeah.
There's so many different dating apps out there, and it just seems like there's so many options to choose from that you have to narrow down all of these options to say, is this the one?
Exactly.
Is this my true soulmate?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much you got to go through. But sister, what do you think about dating apps?
Well, I think, sister, it's like a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
Like, it's the first thing that you see about a person,
right?
And y'all are both on there for one reason, or sometimes people are on there for one reason, but just to like get to know people and get to know them in different ways and stuff like that. But make sure you don't put everything on there,
right?
If you want to be considered like a not a good girl, but just like a Christian girl or something like that, or somebody that doesn't party that much, don't show that,
right?
The pictures matter on all those websites and dating apps, so make sure you be aware of what you post.
You're right, sister. It's crazy because we all have such a short attention span now that your picture, your profile pic has to say it all. Like, in that 3 seconds that they're like scrolling through, you have to catch their eye and keep their attention so they can go onto your profile and want to look at the rest of your pictures. And like, your pictures have to tell a story about you.
Yes,
definitely. Like, it's so crazy, but you have to pick the right ones.
Yeah.
And that's just that's your first impression on there, on the dating apps for the people to see, and possibly your future husband.
Yeah.
Like, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, that's crazy to me too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, your main profile pic says it all just to capture their attention.
So be aware of what you're
posting. And like you said, keep it a mystery too. Like, don't post everything. Like, if you want to portray a certain part of yourself, or like show a certain thing to your future husband, then you need to make sure that you're portraying that on the app.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, and then being true to yourself, ladies. Yes. Like, I feel like we forget that we really need to stay true to ourselves. Like, match up to what you're saying on your profile. If you're gonna say you're a hiker, then girl, like, if you're gonna be like, okay, well, let's go on this hike, like on this high mountain, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like, I can't even get up the hill. So it's like, you need to be true to yourself and know that you can't just post things and that's not true to you, because it's not going to match. You're not going to match up to your right soulmate.
It's going to backfire.
You don't
want to be like a liar already, or a liar in general, because like you said, sister, if you hiking, make sure you hiking for real. Yeah. Because like you said, once you get up that hill, ain't no coming back.
You got to get up there.
Yeah, you got to get up there. It's going to be a hard time coming down.
Yeah. But we don't do no hiking.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do black girls hike?
I think so. It's like a new thing now. Just be careful,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I thought you said you wanted to go on a nature walk the other day.
Oh no, not hiking. I'm talking about a track at a high school. Something real simple, y'all.
That's a huge difference, sister.
It is.
That's a huge difference. But yeah, you have to stay true to yourself, though.
Yes.
You really do. And it's important too, because you want him to show his true self too. Like, if you're putting it out there, this is who I am, you should want him to be doing the same thing.
100%.
Yeah, so then this is who you say you are, really, pretty much. So
yeah.
You just don't know, though.
You don't know.
You can really put on a show.
You can, and some people do put on a show in real life.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out. So be aware with the dating apps. Just, try them out, but just, go with your first gut.
Exactly.
There's some good guys out there.
Yeah,
that use the dating app, so
that's true too. You gotta wing those out too, like the good guys from the bad guys.
Yeah,
and it's like, how can you tell what's a good guy and a bad guy?
I know.
I mean, you gotta look at their profile. The profile says it all.
Exactly.
So-called.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I mean, it's a profile, so they're putting it together just like you are to make it presentable.
That's why the first date matters.
Yeah, that's true. First impression. Like,
first impression.
How do you even prepare for the date?
I think just, being your true authentic self, and don't use it like as an acting gig or something like that. You know, what do you think, sister?
Yeah, being true to that. You know, not practicing so hard like it's an interview. You know, just be calm about it. Maybe take like, you know, a small little drink before you go if you drink, and, you know, just to calm your nerves and know like it's okay. It's just something fun. You know, I'm about to get ready to meet my future husband.
Yes.
You know, that's how you should think of it. But you shouldn't be preparing in the mirror like, you know, interview questions like, what if he asks this? I need to respond this way and that way. Like, just be authentic to yourself.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
No, it's not that serious. Not that deep, ladies. It's not that serious. And, you know, regardless, just be your true self, because if he doesn't like you as your true self, then he's not the one.
He's not the one.
You know, don't act, because once you're in the relationship, then, you know, that acting is going to get, you know, lost in the sauce. So be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Yeah.
Now, there's certain questions that you should be asking on these first dates. Like the questions of, do you want kids? You know, what kind of job do you have?
Yeah.
You know, that's important, because we need to know, do you have income?
Yeah, gotta have it.
I mean, you have to have it. What's your religion? You know, we need to know what's your religion, because that's very important, though. Yeah. And I feel like some people wait too long to ask about that, and then you already love them, or, you know, fall in love with them, and you're like, okay, maybe I can accept this. It's like, no, girl. Yeah. You gotta ask that right away before you start falling.
Got to, yes. I agree, sister.
It's so important. Yeah. And another thing, too, is just like, do you stay in or do you like to go out?
Right.
It's very, you know, that's hard to date somebody if you are not on the same page. I mean, there's definitely compromise. You could stay in some nights and go out some nights, you know, back and forth. But if the person don't want to go out at all, that's very important to know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to go out, you know, at all, and you like to go out and have fun. There's no problem in that. Either one, staying in or going out. But you should just make sure you're on the same page with that, so that you're not stuck staying in and you want to go out, or going out and you want to stay in because you're with somebody who's doing a lot of both. So
that would cause arguments and stuff.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
Just be honest.
And being unhappy. You know, you wouldn't be happy because you feel like you're doing something that you don't want to do.
Exactly. How do you prepare for the date, ladies? What do you wear? Just wear something comfortable, something, you know, that shows, you know, your style and stuff like that. Nothing too revealing.
Right.
Because you don't want him to get the wrong idea, even though it shouldn't matter, but you know how men are. But... But yes, wear something that's comfortable, and your favorite outfit. That's gonna be easy, you know, so you won't be like, oh, it's this. Don't buy nothing new, because then you're like, oh, what if this doesn't look good? Unless you know it's gonna look good, just keep it safe. Yeah.
I always say, put on your favorite outfit that you've worn multiple times and you know you look good in. That's perfect. You know, it's like, this is my go-to. This is what I'm gonna look good in.
Exactly.
And then you feel comfortable. You know it's gonna work, so you ain't got to worry about that. One less stress.
Yeah.
But just making sure you pick out the cutest little outfit, because that, again, first impression. Yes. First impression on a date. But, you know, something that's comfortable too. It depends on where you're going. You know, if he's taking you out on a yacht,
wear that bathing suit.
Yeah. But which one?
The best one.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
A yacht in Italy on the first date.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Man, if y'all got that going on.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Sounds great.
That's a great first date.
Yes, it is.
It says it all.
Yep.
That's it.
So what about the mindset that she should have, sister? Yeah,
you should definitely have an open mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, just being prepared to answer any of the questions that he has truthfully, honestly, authentically. Yes. Honestly, too, is just preparing yourself for curveball questions, because you don't know who this person is. This is your first date. So just prepare for any type of questions that you're going to get, and just make sure you're comfortable with answering it. If you don't feel comfortable answering a certain question, just let them know.
Right.
I don't feel comfortable answering that right now. It's too early in a relationship. It's too early. I just met you.
Yeah.
You know, but don't be afraid to say that to him, because that's important too, for him to understand. You know, make sure you're comfortable.
Right.
And that's
set
how
boundaries.
I feel. Yeah, you gotta set boundaries too for the first date.
Yeah, because like you say, you don't want to get into a conversation that you feel uncomfortable, and then it just ruins the whole first date.
Yeah, your whole mood's thrown off.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is like, if you're coming out of a long-term relationship, there may be some triggers, you know, and that's something that you got to be aware of too when you're on the first date after a while. Hopefully you gave yourself that time to heal, because that's very important after a long-term relationship. But if you just, you know, left your, you know, your old thing and ready for a new boo or something, and you're just jumping into it after a month or so, you need to understand you may have some triggers that happen maybe even during a date. He may ask you certain things. He may say certain things that may trigger something. Excuse yourself from the table, you know, take a few minutes and just know that it's nothing personal. He doesn't even know you yet.
Be prepared for it, and triggers might happen. And like my sister said, make sure you just make sure that you have time to heal. Yeah. Because it's so important, and you don't want to be a trigger bomb, you know, the first date and stuff. So just prepare yourself and...
Sorry. The trigger bomb part.
Yeah, it's true though, because you know you have to make sure that you're ready for it, and don't let nobody don't let others make you feel like, oh, you have to get out there, you know.
Don't rush it.
Yeah, don't rush it, because then it's gonna end bad if you rush.
Yeah,
so don't do it.
That makes sense. And that's the thing too, is like, what if the date doesn't go well? How do you friend zone them?
Yikes.
And how do you know if you've been friend zoned?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they didn't like the date.
Well, I think, how do you friend zone the guy?
Yeah, like, okay, you just notice, like, on this date, he's just not for me. Like, nothing.
End it.
But he likes you. He's like, that was great. Like, I want to do this again.
Just be like, oh, yeah. You know, as friends, we can go out as friends. As a friend group, maybe. You'll be like one of my best friends. I can just already see it.
Yeah. So you have to mention your friend.
Yeah.
And I guess that's how you friend zone him.
Yeah. You gotta do it the first date, like before the date ends.
Yeah. Like, this was great. I can see us being friends.
Yeah.
Then he's like, man, like, I just got friend zoned.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it in a nice, approachable way, or you know, if he's acting like a jerk during the date, end it. Yeah. Just be like, you know,
I'm not feeling well.
I'm not feeling too good. Oh, somebody called me. Oh, what's the emergency?
I gotta go.
So make sure your sister, make sure your sister is on standby, or one of your best friends.
Yeah. To be like, you just send a quick little emoji or a text, and they know, all right, I gotta call you and say there's an emergency.
Exactly. Because that's important.
That is important.
Gotta go.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing too, is like, how do you even know a date went well anyways? Like, what are signs that the date went well?
I guess his reaction at the end of the date, like, oh, you know, I enjoyed myself. Yeah. I'm gonna call you later, or text me when you get home. Yeah. You made it safe. If he doesn't say that he does not care.
He doesn't care. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like, if he's saying I want to do a second date, but he doesn't actually follow up on the second date, like actually never sets the date, he's not interested. Yeah. He's just not interested, and that's okay. Yeah. Move on. There's other men out there, and that's not your husband. Yeah. So that's the only thing. That's not your husband.
Yeah. So he's not worth your time then.
Yeah, he's not worth your time. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like, on these dates, just know you're doing it to have fun. You're trying to enjoy yourself. You're putting yourself out there. That is good enough, girl.
Super good.
You're putting yourself out there.
Yes.
And then when you do put yourself out there, you should feel good. And plus, you got a free meal, girl. Free drinks.
You got that right.
Yeah, and a free experience. That's all that matters too. Sometimes it's just the experience of putting yourself out there. Yes. Getting out there, enjoying yourself, even if it didn't work out and you have to friend zone him.
Yeah. That's okay too. You gained a friend.
Yeah.
You know?
You gained a new friend.
That's always good too.
That's perfect. And that's the thing too. On the first date, make sure, even if you like him, I'm telling you, like, this is my true husband, do not sleep with him.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do that. That is showing a different side of you that he don't need to see yet. Yeah. And honestly, wait a few dates before you even decide to do something like that. It's very important, because you want him to see that you respect yourself. Exactly. And you want to make sure he's the right one before you actually, go that way of sleeping with him. And,
even if it seems like, oh, it's mutual, like, oh, he's into it, I'm into it, why
exactly.
not? Still don't do it. Have some compassion and have some control for yourself, because at the end, you might think it's mutual, and then he's like, oh, well, I got work in the morning.
I
gotta go.
It's like, but
thanks for hanging out.
You told me that you work Monday through Friday, tomorrow Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I got a meeting. Oh, they just text me,
Yeah, they be making up some stuff.
Yeah, don't be gullible.
That's the thing, too, and sometimes those men are only, and that's the thing too, it's very cruel, but some men only want to get to the point when they sleep with you. So keep them waiting just to make sure he's not that guy who gets what he wanted and he's out.
Exactly.
Just make sure that that's not the case. Don't just jump into relationships too, like say the date went really, really well. You guys went on 2-3 dates and you're like, okay, this is my guy, and you hurry up and get in a relationship with him. I mean, everybody has their different paths and everything, but make sure that it's the right one. Take your time.
Take your time.
Like, taking your time is very important to see certain signs from him. Sometimes you don't see those signs right away because he's like, okay, I'm almost there. You know, I'm about to sleep with her, or I'm about to get her to be my girlfriend, and then you're trapped.
That's true, sister.
Because let's face it, when women sleep with a man, the feelings come in, usually. Men are different, but women, they have an emotional type of connection with you after you actually sleep with somebody.
Exactly. You can't hold that. You can't hide that either.
No, you can't hide it as a woman. It is. And that's the thing too. It's just like making sure that you're aware of that, aware of what your boundaries are, what consent. Now, if you want to go ahead and sleep in on the first date, that's you.
Go ahead.
But we just don't suggest it.
Yeah, don't suggest that.
We don't suggest that. Yeah. You should really be waiting.
Yeah, and if he's the one, he'll wait for you.
Yeah.
You know, he'll have patience. He won't get irritated like, oh, but you agreed. Like, I can change my mind, you know? So... I was about to cuss.
Don't cuss.
Don't cuss, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, ladies.
Men.
Men.
That's what we talk about. I mean, there's so much to say about them. Yeah. But, you know, we'll keep it how it is right now.
Maybe.
We won't escalate it.
Yeah, not this video.
Not this video. Maybe next video, though. It's hard for us to keep it down. I mean...
We're trying to help you guys out, you know? This is for the ladies.
This is for the ladies channel. And that's the thing, too, is that people need to understand we are feminists.
Yeah, we're feminists.
We are feminists. Yeah. And we're not going to hide that. No. So, women are the best.
Yeah. We rule the world.
We do rule the world.
Yeah. We're amazing. You're amazing. I'm amazing. My sister's amazing.
Yeah.
We're all amazing. You know, any guy out there will be lucky to have you.
Oh, very lucky.
You know, so be patient and just pray about it.
Yes.
I'm going to always say that. Pray about it and just get yourself together, because when you get in a relationship, you want to make sure that you're secure. Yeah. You know, and make sure that you're like, okay, well, if he's gone all day, then I'm not going to be worried, like, what's he doing? This and that. Have something to do. Create hobbies, even in relationships, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the thing, too. After these dates, going on these dating apps, going through all these blind dates and all these things, we want you to find your true soulmate.
Yes.
And then when you do, like my sister said, make sure you stay true to yourself and have things for yourself to do. Don't just be all about him.
Right.
You can't do that. I mean, that's not even cute. No, honestly, it's not. And it's not how you should be living your life. Yeah. Don't forget who you are.
Yeah.
Just even pour into yourself more and be like, okay, well, we had a really good night last night, but I'm about to go to the spa. Or I'm about to go do something with my girls. Don't forget about your girls.
Yeah, don't forget about your girls.
I mean, they going to be the ones there when he break up with you.
You got that right.
Because when he leaves you, who you going to have?
Yourself? Yeah. I mean, that's fine, but your girls is, you know, your confidant.
Yeah.
You know?
They're there for you. And if you want to, you know, of course they're going to still be there for you, even if you're not there for them in your relationship. Right. But it's very important to stay true to your girls, too, because they will be there during those hard times when you're going through something with your man, you know, especially when you're not even together anymore.
Exactly.
That's going to be really hard. And you need somebody to help you get through it.
And support. Don't become a pick-me. Because we don't like pick-me's over here.
No, we really don't like
pick-me girls. They're not girls. We're girls.
Yes. You got to be a girl's girl.
Yes.
So, yeah, no pick-me's. And if you're trying to fall into that trend, no.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Be true to yourself. Be a leader, not a follower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's tacky.
It is tacky. Though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's unattractive.
Yeah.
Some women think that, oh, if I'm a pick-me, he's going to like me more. No.
Definitely not. And that's the thing, too. Don't show yourself as a weak woman. Be if you're a strong woman and you think I need to be weak because he wants a weak woman, who are you?
Girl,
look at yourself in the mirror and know who you are. Stay true to yourself. Don't change for a man.
No.
So if you feel like, oh, I need to change in order for him to like me, he's not the one for you.
He's not the one.
No.
It's not an acting gig. It's not an interview. You know,
this is your life.
This is your life.
Yeah.
And you only have one life to live, so live it up.
Live it up.
Be your true self.
You really do need to be your true self and, you know, enjoy these dating experience. Like we said, even for the girlies who are in relationships, you know, we speak for those women too.
Yeah.
Like, we have to go through the dating process as well before you get into a relationship. It's a lot, but just dating nowadays in 2025 for young women, older women who, you know, are out dating again too, it's hard.
It's hard.
I mean, young women, there's so much you got to go through to actually find your true soulmate. And then older women, you've been with the same person for so many years, or maybe never even been in a relationship. Right. And you're finally ready for one, and it's just hard to find somebody that's good enough for you.
Right.
But don't settle, ladies.
Don't settle.
We don't settle over here.
Exactly.
So do not settle. Just keep looking. He's out there.
He's out there.
But God's going to send him your way.
Yes. Amen.
Be patient. Yes. Thank you so much for watching today, ladies. Until next week, Wednesday, we love you, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe.